What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a story time. So make sure you go subscribe and hit that bell for notifications if you haven't already done so. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it. Story time on my plastic surgery. It was definitely involuntary, and yeah, so I don't even know where to start. I tried to get details on it. I tried to ask my mom and my dad and like my grandmother and stuff, like people who were there, you know, when everything happened. But anyway, I'm gonna just jump right into it. So I was like, I don't even remember, I want to say like 10 maybe. And I had an older brother who I was like following around a lot. I have an older brother who I was following around a lot, and he played basketball. Obviously he's into sports, football and all that type of stuff. So I didn't really have like any girls around that was like my age. I spent a lot of time around my mom, but mainly around my brother. So I was doing things, you know, like getting my hands dirty and playing basketball and stuff like that. So one day one night, my parents are still married. They are downstairs in our basement in the bathroom, and they're downstairs, they're in the bathroom. I am upstairs supposedly going to sleep. I'm supposed to be going to sleep, but you know, kids, you know, they always get up. My kids still do it. Like, I'll say, you know, it's time for bed, whatever, whatever, and somebody, oh, can I get something to drink? Can I tell you I love you? Whatever, whatever. I'm pretty sure that night I was on the same type of time. Like, I just didn't want to go to bed, so I was looking for excuses to get up. So anyway, they're downstairs in our basement. Our basement, so like there's a door, that the side door, and then you come in that side door, and then there's the basement steps. If you come in that side door and go to the right, then you go up like 2 steps, and then you're in the kitchen. But anyway, so I'm like, I made this commitment once I got to like the landing that's right by the side door. I made the commitment that, oh, I'm gonna be like Nick, my brother, and I'm gonna go and run down the stairs, and when I get to the bottom, there's this like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you have a Cleveland basement, you probably know what I'm talking about. But there's like this big thing like attached to the ceiling, and so the plan went completely wrong. But I watched my brother do it a million times, so I'm like, no, I got this. Like, you know, like, I'm a hooper, I got this. I'm about to go dunk on this thing in the basement, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna tell my parents good night. They're gonna yell at me and say, you know, get your butt in the bed, whatever, whatever. But it was worth it in my mind. Well, as I'm going down the stairs, I get to like that 3rd step from the bottom, and I see the thing, but I'm little. I'm 10, so like I'm not realizing that I'm not as tall as he is. But I do it. This isn't the first time I've done it. This was just the first time I was unsuccessful. So, backstory: right before this, my mom went and got my dad like a glass of water. He was in the bathroom. I don't know what the heck they were doing. He was shaving. And then they were originally watching something. He was shaving because he had to go to work either that night or that morning. He worked like crazy hours. So I know that he asked her for some water as they were watching TV. And I heard that. So I used that as my excuse after the fact. But anyway, back to where we were. I jumped and I grabbed it and I slipped off. Like, literally, like, was holding on and I slipped off. So just imagine, like, I don't know, somehow my body fell this way, like flat down. Boom. Like, so I kind of like, it was like a cartoon, you know how they get up and they shake it off, like seeing stars and stuff. And I'm like, I'm okay. Like, I did my tongue like this, and I was like, you know, I can still feel my teeth there, or so I thought. Maybe I was delusional, I don't know, but I did that because it felt like, you know, like that was a hard impact. I'm pretty sure like I'm missing teeth at this point. But when I did that, I still felt teeth. Apparently I was wrong. I go, mind you, I told you my parents are in the bathroom. My dad is standing at a sink looking in the mirror, and my mom is standing behind him as he shaves, and they're having a, you know, a conversation. So their back is to me. So I walk the part of the basement that they were in, it's in a whole nother room. Like, there's a laundry room, and then the bathroom is in the laundry room. So they couldn't see me and they didn't hear anything because it was in a whole nother room. So I go, as my mom's back is to me, I go and I just tap on her. I don't even know what the heck to say. I'm just like, I knew that my mouth was full of blood because I'm like holding my jawbone like this, and I'm holding, like it hurt, but it wasn't like, like, oh my gosh, like something's broken. This dog don't want me to be great. But anyway, oh my goodness. It's my neighbor's dog. But, sorry about the dog in the background. I guess I gotta talk a little bit louder. But anyway, so it was hurting, but not like as bad as, like, oh, my jaw's broken, my face is broken, none of that. And like I said, I still felt like I had teeth. So I tap her on the shoulder, I'm holding my jaw. I'm just thinking like, okay, she's just gonna, rinse my mouth out, we're gonna be fine. She had something in her hand, I don't remember, but she dropped it. My dad turned around, like she dropped it, and she started screaming like, oh my God, what happened, da 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 da. And then my dad turned around, and then he started reacting the same way. So that's when, because my mom, you could fall and get a scratch, and she might, be like that. Well, she wasn't so super soft, but like, but my dad, on the other hand, he normally like, get up, go wash it off, you're fine, type of thing. But my dad's reaction is what kind of got me. But I still never, like, showed that I was, like, hurt, really. Like, it wasn't, like, that big of a deal to me. Anyway, I remember everybody, like, it was a big old, like, rush. Like, everybody was like, come on, come on, come on. I remember we had, like, black and white towels on the floors going into the kitchen. And on the steps, I don't remember what the towel was, but I know that it was light, and there was just, like, blood all over the steps, walking like all the way through the kitchen. On each white towel you could see it was a black and white pattern, and on each white towel you could just see driplets of blood. And then we had like new carpet and stuff, you could see it like that. Anyway, my dad came and looked at me one more time. You could tell he was worried about his baby. Fast forward, they wake my brother up, we all get in the car. My mom sits in the front, but she holds me on her lap because little do I know, it's a really serious issue going on right now. So we stop the car. She throws up and everything. She pushes me up as I'm sitting on her lap, and she throws up, and I'm just rubbing on her like, Ma, it's okay. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm gonna be okay. Anyway, we get to the emergency room, and it was South Point. So if you're from Ohio, if you're from Cleveland, you know exactly where we were. We were at South Point Hospital, and after that, it's kind of a blur. I can just give like what I remember. I know I'm just little, and they, pull me in there, rush me in there, and I remember, oh yeah, my teeth are missing. My teeth are like chipped all the way, like chipped. Both two front teeth are chipped, and the fragments of these teeth are inside of my lip. So at this point, they have to go in, pull out the fragments, pieces. But I don't have any type of like. They didn't give me any sedation or anything, nothing like for pain, because it was so emergent. It could have gotten infected and all of that stuff. So they're pulling it out and all that stuff. I remember my mom just turning like completely white, like a black woman, just turned completely like pale in the face. And I remember the doctor said something to her. I don't remember what it was, but it was something about, I've never seen a black woman like turn white like that. My grandmother was there, my brother was there, he was crying, and he was never the type to like cry or anything. So I knew it was a big deal at that point, but I still didn't know how big it was. I'm like, okay, they're gonna give me some stitches, whatever. So they did. They took the teeth out, they gave me stitches, but then they transported me to Rainbow Children's Hospital, and I was in like ICU and all that. Anyway, I had to have reconstruction surgery on my mouth and my jaw, and then I had to have braces. I'm probably gonna put some pictures of the braces at the end of this video. I'm not sure yet. I'm still a little bit what's the word, insecure about it a little bit, because sometimes I can see it in my smile, I can see it, but at the same time, I know, it was, I'm fine. Like, I had to have surgery, and that's what it was. But when it comes to the plastic surgery, I remember them putting me to sleep. I had my lamb chop in my hand, and they gave her, like, a little hospital band, too, because I'm still a kid. They wanted me not to be frightened or whatever. So, I just remember waking up and looking in the mirror and just feeling like, wow, like, I don't even look the same. Like, I didn't even ask for this. Like, I didn't, like, I kind of went through, like, a state of depression, like, as a kid. And I don't think anybody knew. To this day, I don't think my mom even knows or my dad knows that, like, I was completely, you know, like, not depressed, but, like, I was sad about it because I felt ugly. I felt like I didn't want to smile, like, you know, um, yeah, but it was just a crazy, crazy story. Like I said, I didn't know my jaw was messed up. I didn't know I was going to have reconstruction surgery. I didn't know any of that. Like, it was definitely one of those things where I'm like, oh, and then, so the water. After it's all said and done and, you know, everything has died down, I want to say, like, maybe a few weeks after, you know, surgery and my plastic surgery, because this process was long. I was in the hospital for a little bit, and then I had to go back, and then, you know, different times and stuff like that. When my mom asked me, like, what were you doing? My dad and my mom asked me, like, what were you doing, like, that made you fall? And I think up until about a year ago, I told them that when my mom went and got that water, she must have spilled some because I slipped down the stairs. But I just told y'all what really happened. So whole time I know that he was feeling bad about this. My mom was feeling bad about this because she's the one who got the water and all that. But like a year ago, we were having a conversation, just me and my mom, having a casual conversation or whatever. And I told her, like, Ma, you know that time, like, it wasn't the water. She was like, are you serious? Like, this whole time I thought it was my fault. But yeah, so that is my story time. If you enjoyed this story, or if you were one of the people who was asking me about, like, to tell the story or whatever, I hope you enjoyed the video. And make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Please, please subscribe, because you guys are watching the videos and I truly appreciate all of the love. I'm getting a lot of shares and a lot of views and stuff like that, likes and all of that. I just need some subscribers, so help us out. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time, and I'll be doing more of these. Stay tuned for Thanksgiving vlogs. I'm going to do some vlogs with my kids. My mom will be here. I got some pranks on the way. Yeah. RMN merch. This is one of the first hoodies that I made, and I actually just found it. So you go to rmmelanin.com and check out our merch, and then follow us on all social media. Also, we have a 46% off discount going for the kids Normalize Me hoodies. 46% off, and that's using code President46. Just make sure you guys stay tuned, and I hope you like this video.